Hello and welcome back to the Dog Food Expert Podcast. I'm Alex. Now, Daniel, today we are doing a really practical, hands-on episode. We've convinced a lot of our listeners to make the switch to raw feeding, and we get messages every day saying, "Okay, I've bought it. Now what do I actually do with it?" So today we're walking through the entire process: defrost, dish up, and devour.
Hi Alex, I love this topic because once you've done it a couple of times, it becomes second nature, quicker than opening a tin, honestly. But the first time you open your fridge and see a tub of raw meat meant for your dog, it can feel a bit overwhelming. Let's make it completely foolproof.
Let's start at the very beginning. The food arrives frozen. How do we defrost it safely?
The golden rule is always defrost in the fridge, never at room temperature. You take tomorrow's meal out of the freezer the night before and place it on the bottom shelf of your fridge. By breakfast time, it will be perfectly defrosted and ready to serve.
Why the bottom shelf specifically?
Two reasons. First, cold air sinks, so the bottom shelf is the coldest part of the fridge, keeping the food at a safe temperature throughout the defrost. Second, even though premium tubs are sealed and leak-proof, placing raw meat below your own food, never above, is just basic food hygiene. If anything were ever to drip, it won't contaminate your salad.
Makes sense. Now, what if someone forgets? We've all had that morning where we open the fridge and realise we forgot to defrost the night before.
It happens to everyone. If you're in a rush, you can speed up the defrost by placing the sealed tub or chub in a bowl of cool water. Not hot water, that encourages bacteria. Just cool tap water. It will defrost in a few hours. Some people keep a backup portion in the fridge at all times, so they're never caught out.
Can you defrost in the microwave?
We would strongly advise against it. Microwaving creates hot spots that partially cook the meat, which destroys the raw enzymes and nutrients that are the entire point of feeding fresh. Plus, cooked bone fragments can become dangerous. Always defrost naturally.
Okay, it's defrosted and ready. How do we actually dish it up? Is there a right way?
It couldn't be simpler. You take the tub out of the fridge, scoop the correct portion into your dog's bowl based on their weight and the 2 to 3% rule, pop the lid back on, and return the tub to the fridge. The whole process takes about 30 seconds.
Do we need to bring it to room temperature first or serve it fridge cold?
Most dogs are perfectly happy eating it straight from the fridge. However, if you have a fussy eater or an older dog with sensitive teeth, you can let it sit on the worktop for 5 to 10 minutes to take the chill off. Some owners add a tiny splash of warm water to release more aroma. Dogs absolutely love that.
What about hygiene during the dishing up process? Should we be wearing gloves and bleaching everything?
No, you don't need a hazmat suit. Think of it exactly like handling raw chicken for your own dinner. Use a clean, dedicated spoon or scoop for the dog food. Wash your hands with soap and warm water afterwards. Wipe down any surfaces the food touched. That's genuinely all it takes.
And the dog's bowl itself, how often should we wash that?
After every single meal. This is actually a big hygiene mistake many pet owners make. They just refill the bowl without washing it. Bacteria can build up in residue. Wash it with hot, soapy water after every feed, just like you'd wash your own dinner plate.
Good advice. Now, once the food is defrosted, how long does it last in the fridge?
Once fully defrosted, raw dog food will stay fresh in the fridge for up to 3 days. After that, it should be discarded. This is why portion planning is important. If you have a small dog that only eats 200 grams per day, a 500-gram tub will last you 2 to 3 days in the fridge without any waste.
Can you refreeze it if you defrost too much?
It's best practice not to refreeze raw food once it's fully thawed, as the texture and bacterial count can change. However, if it's only been in the fridge for a short time and is still very cold, some owners do refreeze. The safest approach is to plan your portions so you don't over-defrost.
One last question. Storage in the freezer. How long does raw dog food last frozen?
Most premium brands will last 9 to 12 months in a domestic freezer without any loss of nutritional quality. But honestly, most dogs devour it so quickly that it rarely sits there that long.
The devour part of defrost, dish up, devour is never the problem.
Never. That bowl will be licked clean in seconds.
Brilliant. Such a practical episode. Defrost overnight in the fridge, scoop and serve, wash your hands and clean the bowl. Easy.
Simple as that. Once you've done it twice, it's faster than opening a bag of kibble.
Thanks, Daniel. And thanks for listening, everyone. Happy feeding.